Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Welcome to Honeybees Homestead, Coffee and Chat. How's everybody doing? Good morning, Kimberly. It's so good to see you. I read your message. I'm so glad you got your phone turned back on. Good morning, Janine. Good morning, my queen. Good morning, Kaisa. Good morning, Janine. I hope everybody is hearing me okay. Good morning, Kimberly. Welcome, everybody. Let's give a few minutes for everybody to come in. I am running a few minutes late, you guys. Um, we have some news about my dad, and I just want to kind of wait until some more people get in here so I can talk to you guys about a few things and share with you what's going on. Good morning, Just John. Good morning, Ivy. So, how is everybody doing this morning? I hope everybody got some good rest. I got a little bit. Um, uh, Around supper time last night, my son TC got a text from his cousin, which is my sister's daughter, to let me know that my dad was in the hospital. Um, I don't really know exactly what all is going on. The extent of what I do know is that he has a bladder infection. And for someone his age, that's not good. It can really be a bad infection. There's also some other things going on. I don't know what it's about. I have received a text message this morning from my niece to give me her phone number. And I am literally beside myself. Good morning, Kimberly. I'm so glad you're back, honey. Um, I'm kind of beside myself, y'all. So if I get a little emotional today, just bear with me. Um, I'm a very emotional person, and I try to keep my emotions in check because I do know where our emotions can lead us, and I want to remain positive for this whole situation. And it's really been weighing on me. It's really been hard. Um, I've been making sure that I talk to my husband a lot about it, and I've been making sure that I talk to my friends to get their advice. Um, and I've been praying and asking God to show me what it is that I'm to do. Um, so, again, my dad is in the hospital. Um, Hopefully, um, maybe what can happen is I can go to the hospital and see him without my sister being there. Um, because I know me, I cannot keep my mouth shut. If I go around my sister and she is not in her home, I will not be able to keep my mouth shut, and that won't be good. Um, it won't be good for my dad. It won't be good for me or my sister. And so I'm doing everything that I can to keep my emotions in check and to slowly figure this out, not jump the gun and try to hurry up and get over there. He is okay. Um, but I have to realize, and a lot of people don't know this, but he is very hard-headed, and a very he's a person that has not wanted to live in this earth for a long time, and so he welcomes death. And sometimes that makes it hard for children, even if they're grown children, because I can't seem to understand, you know, even though I've lived with a lot of grief and I've lived, you know, to a point to where I didn't want to live my life anymore. I know how he feels, but yet I've had to pull myself up by the bootstraps, and because I've decided I'm not going to live the rest of my life in that state of mind. And my daddy has not done that. His name is Ed, Kimberly. His name is Ed, and I appreciate all the prayers. Um, so today we're going to talk about friendships again. I've talked about friendships a couple of times, and um, I like this subject because yesterday, two women in the chat were able to meet and they became friends, and they're able to meet outside of YouTube. And this is something that I think is just such a blessing. I myself and Queen Indie Mom have been out, been friends outside of YouTube, and it has changed my life and her life. And so I just pray, and my prayer is for these two women, that they will grow their friendship and have a strong friendship and be able to talk with each other and bond with each other and grow together in that friendship. And that's what I wish for the both of you. I won't call your names out. You know who you are, and just know that um, I am so, so happy. I'm so, so happy about that. It's all that I've thought about. I even cried over it because I know how much it means to have a good friend. And there is nothing like having someone that you can talk to and go to for advice, or just to lend a hearing ear. And I know that that's what Queen Indie Mom has been for me. I've been that for her. And friendship goes both ways, guys. Friendship operates both ways. And hey, Dagmar, good morning. And so I really want to touch on friendship again today because it's a very important relationship in our lives. Um, my mother told me when I was growing up, you'll have many acquaintances in this life, but you'll have few friends. And I didn't know what she meant by the time, because everyone was my friend. I didn't meet a stranger. Good morning, Miss R. Good morning. You're not late. I'm just getting started. I will say once again, Miss R, since you're just joining, I received a text message yesterday about my father. He is in the hospital, and we are trying at this point to determine how I'm going to go about either seeing my dad or talking to my dad on the phone or something like that. Good morning, Dawn. Welcome, welcome. So that's the latest on my dad. Hopefully I can get it to where my sister will not be there and I can go and see my daddy and it just be us. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm praying for. I am in contact with my niece finally after 3 years. She contacted my son and let us know last night that my dad is in the hospital. So I thank you everybody for your support, and I just ask that you pray for this situation. I want the best outcome, which would be for me to see my dad and for us to resolve our issues and move forward. I don't know that I can do that with my sister at this point in time. That is not my goal at this point. My only goal is to think about my daddy. That is the only goal that I'm thinking about. Hey, Dovey. Welcome, Dovey. Good morning. And so I just ask you guys to, lift me up in prayer, lift my dad up in prayer for this whole situation. Like I said before, I'm not angry at my dad. I was just upset, and I love my dad. regardless of whatever's went on between us. That is my daddy. I honor him because he is my father, and the Word of God says to honor your father and mother. So I honor him. Good morning, Silly Wabbit. I'm so glad you could make it. Um, so yeah, guys, today I'm going to talk about friendships, and um, so I hope that you will join along with me in the chat. And I'm not going to go over any news today, not unless you want me to. Does anyone want me to go over a little? Well, you know what? Let's do that because I think I've got something in mind. Hold on just a second. Let me bring up my tab here. Hold on just a second. Morning, Chirp and Burp. I went years and years without talking to my father for very good reason, but the last time I went to see my daughter, he wanted to see me, and I said yes because I never want anyone to feel bad. Yeah, Ivy, I totally understand that, and you know that's where I'm at now. Is that I really just want to move past this, and um, yeah, I just want to resolve the issue and get back to where we're on a talking, uh, you know, in a talking relationship again. I really miss my dad, and you know, I don't know. I just I just want it to be resolved. I'm tired of having this feeling that if something was to happen, you know, I'd feel really, really, really bad. So, um, let's see. Let me see what is in the news. I don't see too much. Okay. Let's look at this. Okay, guys, look at this. Look at this, y'all. This is hilarious. Just a bad boy. Knife wielding North Carolina man on a stolen tractor leads cops on a 20-mile-per-hour chase while blaring Dukes of Hazzard theme song after trying to mow down pedestrians. What the world? Oh gosh, I needed this laugh this morning, y'all. I needed to laugh. Who takes the police on a car chase in a tractor? Oh, goodness gracious, have mercy. Here he is. I can see this happening here, y'all, because we live in the country, okay? But he's on his tractor, and he's got the cops going 20 miles per hour. Look at the line of cops. It looks like a parade. Oh, y'all, I'm dying over here. Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. This is good, y'all. I needed that. So he was blaring the Dukes of Hazzard theme song. And he was riding his tractor, girl. He was gone. Okay, guys. So that was funny. That was hilarious. Who does that? I guess he does, right? Okay. So, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. Okay. Evil spirit, an angry Karen shouts out, "Hope you all crash and die," to airplane passengers as she's escorted off budget airline flight. Oh my gosh. So she was so mad. A woman was removed from a flight on Sunday before it departed Las Vegas. As she left, she was heckled by other passengers and yelled back at them, "I hope you all crash and die." What in the world is wrong? Why would you say that to somebody just because you're mad? You see what I'm saying? How emotions run away. It's so crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness gracious, guys. I'm trying to find some funnies because I really need to laugh today. Um so anyway, US born 115-year-old Spaniard who survived COVID and exercised every morning until she was 105 becomes the oldest person in the world following the death of French nun who was 118. Isn't this amazing? Isn't this amazing? I know, Miss R, right? Why would you call someone a Karen? Oh. So this is so sweet. This woman is 115 years old. Isn't that amazing, guys? So for the people who say that you cannot live this long are highly mistaken, because you can. Good morning, hippie chick. Good morning. So yes, this is such a blessing. So what a wonderful, wonderful story here. Um, yeah. So anyway, guys, this is a little bit of the news. Not too much. I don't want to get into too much. I really want to keep it light today. Oh, here we go. This is funny. Freeze, things happen. Chili raccoon becomes stuck to the railway by his testicle hair after temperatures plummet in Georgia. Before railway workers free him using warm water and a shovel. Oh my goodness. Freeze, things happen. Chili raccoon becomes stuck to the railway by his testicle hairs. Oh, that just cracks me up. Oh, that just cracks me up. Oh, God. Oh, poor little thing. His nuts were in a sling. Chirp and burp. Yes. Yes, Dagmar. Thank God they saved him. Poor little thing. Look at him. Look at him. Oh my gosh. That is so funny. Oh my gosh. This is so fucking funny. Oh God. Oh y'all, this is so funny. Poor little fella. I'm so glad they helped him out. I'm so glad they helped him out. Oh goodness gracious. Oh goodness. Okay, guys. Okay. Oh my goodness. Help, meow. I'm a church minister, but my cats are kleptomaniacs who steal everything from my neighbors and even once brought a hamster home. Oh, does anybody have this problem? Do your cats bring you home things from the neighbor's house? Oh my goodness, that is so funny. We got some kleptomaniac kitty cats out there that are stealing stuff and bringing them home. Okay, y'all. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, y'all. Y'all, I needed that. I'm not gonna lie. I so needed that. Oh my gosh. So that one about the raccoon just had me. Oh man, that's hilarious. I'm gonna have to show my husband that. Oh boy, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Oh my goodness. So okay, y'all. Yes, chirp and burp. Um, yeah, what you said had me rolling, girlfriend, you know. Okay, guys, so today we're going to talk about healthy friendships. I'm going to drop my link. You know what time it is, everybody. What time is it, Kaisa? What time is it? What time is it? It is time. Hey, Ambrosia. Yay, you're up early enough. Yay, I'm so glad you're here. We're going to be talking about friendships today. I'm going to come up. I've dropped my link. I'm going to come up on my phone so I can go out and smoke a cigarette. Y'all know what time it is. We got to go out for my cigarette break. Y'all, I still have to sign in to I don't know why I do, because I fixed it last night for it to remember me, but I don't know. It's not happening, y'all. So, okay guys, let me come up. I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Okay, let's go outside. Maybe the roosters will come around and y'all can see them. It's supposed to rain today here, so they might be out and about before it starts raining. Okay, guys, so let's talk about friendship. I want to talk about, we've already covered a little bit of this. Let me turn my chat on so I can see what everybody is saying. Oh, yeah, they are quiet this morning, Dawn. There's not any up here, they're all in the back. Okay, so we started a couple of weeks ago, and I've talked about this a couple of times. And friendship is really, really important for us, for each of us. And a healthy friendship is something that I think we all need. And so I want to give us some tips today on how to build healthy friendships, because I think a lot of times, we have to realize that everybody has different personalities, different views. Um, but that's okay. You can be totally different, but yet be best friends and share in that friendship together, and learn and grow together. You don't have to believe, the same thing. You can agree to disagree. Um, I think that also,
really what I want to touch on today is yes, hippie chick, good boundaries for friendships and freedom. Speaking of boundaries, I want to talk about boundaries today in friendship. Um, and this may step on some toes. Hopefully it doesn't. I'm not here to upset anyone. I'm only here to share a little bit of advice to help you along in your friendships. I'm not an expert at this, but I do know that I consider myself a good friend, a loyal friend, a friend indeed. And we all need that. We all need that. I went many years without having friends, friends that I could call on and trust. And now that I have that, it is so essential, and I see how essential it is for me. Hey, Harry. Good morning, Harry. Um, so, yeah, let's talk about friendships. So, how many of you have friends in your life that you absolutely adore and love and would do anything for? I know I do. And, you know, to get to that place, it takes time, it takes trust, it takes support, it takes honesty. I talked about it a couple of weeks ago. If you tell your friend you're going to do something, then do it. If it happens that you can't do it, then you need to explain that you can't do it. A lot of times we want to help people and we reach out and we say we're going to help, and then sometimes we end up to where we can't help. And so we need to take a look at that and say, you know what, instead of saying, hey, I'm going to help you, let me say, hey, let me see what I can do first. You know what I'm saying? Because essentially you've got a good heart and you want to help. But sometimes things fall through. I know that there's been times when I've said that I would do something, and then I wasn't able to do it for a particular reason, and it looks like you've lied when really you haven't lied. You've just wasn't able to complete the promise. And so, we've got to look at that and say, stuff happens, but we need to remember our word means everything in a friendship. Your word means everything in a friendship. And it's very important that you stick to your word. It's very important that you stick to your word. Yeah, it does come down to that, Ivy. Treat people as if you would want to be treated, but not everybody lives by that code. The sad thing is that not everybody is taught how to be a good friend. You know, some people, some people without even trying to be, they drain you. And or then they gaslight you, or then they do a passive aggressive move on you. Um, you know, yes, hippie, agree. The deal is that if I want to help my friend out, but I can't, then there's no sense in me saying that, yes, I can do it. And, to me, that's giving a false belief in something and giving you false hope in something, because you essentially know that you cannot, uh, you know, um, complete that act And so that's not a good look as a friendship. If I tell Indy that I'm going to do something for her and then I end up not doing it for her, then she's going to have a little bit of a trust issue. Yeah, I'm to the point, don't know how to answer this right now, and all by some. Yes. Hey, Captain. Hey, Thursday. Welcome. Hey, Megan. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. We are talking about friendships again today, and we're talking about support and trust and honesty, and those should be givens. Those should be a given in your healthy friendship. Number two, listen to your friends. Listen to your friends. Sometimes our friends have our best interest at heart. They really, really love us. And so just listen to your friends. Ditch the judgment. Ditch the judgment. Okay? If your person doesn't believe exactly how you feel, don't judge them. Right? Yes, Ambrosia, it's important to not promise above your ability to provide. Very well spoken. I love the way you put that. Thank you. That is exactly what I was trying to say. I haven't even lit my cigarette yet, y'all. Okay, ditch the judgment. Another thing is don't talk behind a friend's back. Okay, don't talk behind a friend's back. If you've got a friend, don't sit there and talk to somebody else about that friend and then go and sit and talk to them. That is not right. That means you're two faced. And how is anybody going to trust you to tell you anything if you constantly run and tell somebody else's business? Right? That's where the trust comes in, especially for me. My trust for someone has to be tested. Even if I have to tell them something that is not true just to see if it gets back to me. There's little tests that you can do to test, and you can find out if it's a real friend or not. I mean, you know, trust is everything in a relationship, whether it's marriage or a friendship, it's everything. And if I can't trust Indy that I can call her up and tell her something very, very personal to where she's not going to go and blast it to another person, um, then I'm not going to be able to share anything. And that's a scary thought when it comes to a friendship. You really don't want friends like that. With friends like that, you don't need any enemies, right? Um, Friendships are very important in our life. It helps us move and navigate through this life. You help each other. And if you're there for each other, then it grows. It grows. And, you know, personally, for me, I take my friendships very seriously. I am a very loyal person and I expect for the other person to be as loyal as well. And what we need to remember is not everybody is on the same wavelength and the same moral code where it comes to friendships, okay? Not everybody sees it the same way. Um I talked the other day about, let's say this. Let me just use me and Queen Indy as an example. And I know she won't mind because me and her are best friends and we are loyal to each other and we trust each other implicitly. Complicit, how, what's that word? We trust each other completely. Um, and so let me just say this. If someone comes to me and they're talking about Queen, first of all, my first thought is going to be, who the hell do you think you are coming to me talking about my friend? First. Second, I'm not going to talk to you about my friend. If you want to talk to me, then you can talk to me about anything else, but you're not going to talk to me about my friend, because I'm not going to sit and hash out with you and go over anything with you. Um, that doesn't mean that I don't understand your point of view. I do understand your point of view, but it comes down to loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Yeah, Kimberly, a lot of narcissistic people out there. And, um, you know, let me just say this. Let me bring this up because I've had this happen to me. So I'm going to use this as an example. I used to have a girlfriend, and every time she texted me, it was all drama. It was all drama. Now, and I'm talking about family drama. I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm not talking about at this time. This is a friend that I had before YouTube. So let's not get this twisted and think I'm talking about someone on YouTube, because I am not. I am talking about a friend of mine who has passed that used to be my friend, and we were really good friends. But I had to draw the line because every time she would text me, it would be drama. And it got to where it was bringing me down. Okay. And you have to watch that. We have to watch that in friendships, because you are carrying the burden of your friends. That's what you do for one another, right? You carry the burdens for your friends, but you have to realize that your burdens shouldn't all be laid at the feet of your friend for them to deal with. Okay. Now, you get advice. I would give advice, and the same thing would happen over and over and over again. And so I had to come to a point to where I had to say, hey, I love you. I really do. I love you. But all of this other stuff is really bringing me down. All of your stuff is bringing me down. Okay. That's not fair, and it's not right. There's a boundary. There is a boundary. Just like just like my stuff, well, you can ask Queen Any Mom. I am not a drama person. I am not a drama person. I can't stand drama. Me and her do not talk about YouTube all the time. We talk about our life. And me and Queen Indie Mom share our burdens with each other. If those burdens become too heavy, I will tell her. But she has never overshared. She's never just sat there and placed in my lap all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, Elmer. Good morning. Let me read some of these. Let me read the chat a little bit because I'm missing out, y'all. Yes, Captain. I don't have many friends due to my refusal of walking on eggshells. Yes. And not putting up with those shenanigans. I've got no patience for soul suckers. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. They suck the soul right out of you. And I don't know that they even mean to. It's just that that is their personality and that's who they are. I've had so many fake friends throughout my life. That's when I found a couple of true friends. It was hard for me to take their criticism and judgments that were really constructive criticism. Yes, it is tough. It's tough whenever you've got friendships and you've got to learn how to speak to one another. about different things like that. Constructive criticism can be good, but it can also hurt your feelings. And sometimes our feelings need to be hurt. I hate to say that, but sometimes your feelings need to be hurt for you to wake up and realize, you know what? You were wrong in this situation. You need to stop and you need to apologize. You need to apologize for crossing over the boundaries. Oh, Elmer's new little brother is needy. Oh, I'm so happy you got a little brother. Drama is for the birds. I just don't have place for it. My true friendships are balanced and equal. We're both friends, share, and both friends support. No energy vampires. Exactly, Ambrosia. Exactly. You know, um, friendship, there has to be boundaries. I'm not going to sit there. Let me just say this. I'm not going to sit and take all of this stuff off of YouTube that is happening to me. Okay. Take, for instance, when I was going through all of my trolling situation, you can ask April. Yes, we talked about it. Yes, we discussed it. But I didn't spend my whole time focused on that because even I knew that it was draining. If it's draining for me and I'm putting it over on her, then it's draining for her too. And we were both already experiencing the trolling. And so we have to understand that, there are boundaries in friendships. Hold those boundaries sacred. Don't walk on eggshells around friends. If you have to walk on eggshells around your friends, then that's not a really good friend. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to tell your friends anything. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I did call you that, didn't I? Shit. Any mom. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, honey. Oh, my goodness. If YouTube has taught me anything, it's that boundaries are important, and so is being true to yourself. Yes, it is important. Boundaries are important. And, sometimes I'm just going to say this, and this is going to be kind of blunt. But sometimes you have to cut people off. Okay. Now, that doesn't mean you don't like them. That doesn't mean you're going to go talk bad about them. It doesn't mean that you're going to spread rumors or go on YouTube and spread shit. That does not mean that. Don't do that. If you don't like somebody, keep your mouth shut. Really, just keep your mouth shut on YouTube about it. Quit going around everywhere and commenting. Don't do that because it really makes you look bad. And I'm talking about me. I'm talking about, all of us, but I'm talking about me too. Whenever I preach these messages or teach these, however you want to feel it, teach a message, preach a message, give a whatever, I always put myself in that too. Always. Because I'm learning too, guys. I am not perfect. I am learning. And all I know is this. All I know is this is I want to be a great friend. I want to be a great wife. I want to be a great daughter. I want to be a great friend. My friends need me, just like I need my friends. And so those relationships are so important to me. And you've got to grow those relationships. You cannot expect to come and dump all of your shit at my doorstep and expect for me to clean it all up. That that is not a good way to start out a friendship, right? Don't come dumping your mess at my doorstep and expecting me to clean it up. You need to clean your own mess up. And listen, I never asked anybody and didn't expect, let me say that again, and I didn't expect anybody to go and defend me when it came to my troll. That was my business alone. I may have talked about it to my friend. I may have talked about it to my friend, but I did not go and say, I can't believe you're not over there defending me, or I can't believe you're over here saying this. Let me remind you, you're an adult. I'm an adult. These are the YouTube streets. I go in my car wherever the hell I want to go in my car. And I will speak to whoever I want to speak to. And if you get upset by that, then you have the issue, not me. You had the issue, not me. Okay? It is not our place to go and defend everybody. People get into it and then they make up. And then you, who have went behind and done all this stuff, is now left in the lurch. Learn how to take up for yourself. Clean up your own mess. If you are going around commenting, you're going into chats and chatting, or you're making videos going out towards somebody, and just know I'm not talking about anybody in particular. I'm talking as a whole because I've seen this happen in the surrounding communities on YouTube, not just the Chosen One community. And I'm not a part of that community, by the way. I am Melissa community. Okay. I am the grief support community. I'm not Chosen One community. Let's get that straight. I don't care if you're of the Chosen One community. I don't care what community you're of. You're all welcome here. You could be coming from SGs, Sharon V's. I don't care where you come from. My platform is totally different. I offer something totally different from what they offer. And I'm not going to judge you because you go over and watch them. I don't particularly like their content, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to judge you. You are welcome here. I'm just going to say that, and let everyone know that this is Melissa's domain. This is Melissa's channel. You come here, anyone is welcome here. Everyone's going to be treated with respect. If you come in here acting a fool, then you will get booted. But we haven't had to do that. Everyone that has come in here has been respectful. And that's all I ask. That's all I ask, because there are many people that need this information, whether they are from SVs, SGs, whoever's community. I don't care where they're from. You are welcome here, because we talk about a lot more. I don't do drama shit. I'm not dragging someone through the mud. I'm not calling names and dragging you through the mud. I will talk about examples and I will talk about things. And if the shoe fits, then I don't know what to tell you. If the shoe fits, my daddy always told me, wear it. And sometimes that shoe may rub blisters on your feet. But you need to get it together. It is not up to me to go out and defend everybody. And I encourage everyone else, you be careful. Be careful out in these YouTube streets, because just like on real streets, you got to watch out for traffic. And in these YouTube streets, you have to watch out for traffic. You have to watch out. All of us are driving around. This is the way I see YouTube. We're driving around in a car. You're in your car. And if you have a wrench, that means you have a hood ornament. Now think about this. Years and years ago, all cars had a hood ornament. And we're driving around in our cars, and we all have a hood ornament. And that's called our wrench. And people get bent out of shape about their hood ornament. But we need to remember that all that hood ornament represents is that when you go into that community, You can block or you can time out. And that's all it means. That wrench don't make your car. It's just the ornament. Hey KFC. Hey Tish. Hey everybody. Welcome, welcome. We're talking about friendships this morning, and I'm just kind of going over just some things that I have not recently, but I have been through in the 3 years that I've been on YouTube. Um, it's very important that we realize that these YouTube streets are dangerous. There are communities that you don't need to go into. Now, that's up to you where you go and park your car and who you get out to visit. It's up to you what you do at that place and what you leave with, and it's up to you what you carry back to your own community. You need to realize that. We need to start looking at this, people. You are going over and messing with something and then coming back and bringing it back to your community. That's not good. When you go and you put your hand in shit and you pull your hand out, guess what? Your hand's going to be covered in shit. So if you go around starting shit, that's what's going to happen to you. And I'm not saying that uh anybody that don't start shit, because I haven't started nothing, and I had people come after me. Or not people, I had one person. I will not say people because that's not true. Um but that was my fault. I trusted him. It wasn't nobody else's fault. I trusted him. You know what I'm saying? I gave him the right to make me feel the way he made me feel. And we have to realize that, like I had to realize he had no power over me. No power over me. Yes, Ivy. And sometimes we have to do that. Sometimes we have to do that, Ivy. Sometimes we have to leave the whole community. We have to back out and we have to go find a new community to become a part of. And that's okay. That is okay. Let's see. Honeybees, that's why I asked not to be tagged in drama or CW community posts, because Elmer subs are for the pet. Yes. Yes, Elmer. See, I don't get involved in it. I don't get involved in it. I have my opinions. I have my opinions about it. Um, but I don't get involved in it, and I don't call names. Yes, Captain. See, same thing here. I've studied YouTube for 3 years now, and just starting this out. So you're right. Yeah. See, I can spot them too. I can just sense it. Yeah. Yeah, I have opinions, but opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one, and all of them stink. Just just straight up. If you want to, I know you might laugh or whatever, but everyone's got opinions. I mean, not everybody's opinion means that it's the right opinion. But I have an opinion of this community, the chosen one community, um, that I do visit. I drive my car over and I do visit uh, some people that are from the community. I know of one. Other than that, or two. But other than that, I do not, and I chat a little bit or whatever, but I do not get involved in chatting about other people. If you are in there chatting about other people, take for instance, if I go to Bobble's channel, I'm not going to sit there and entertain and chat and talk about someone just because she is talking about them. Let's get that straight. Just because someone's talking about something doesn't mean that you have to put your opinion in there. Leave your opinion to yourself. People see that stuff. Hey, Flip C, what's up? Sends my love to Crusted. He stopped talking to me. I care for his health and friendship. Okay, Flip, I got you. Thank you. That's right, Captain. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. Just because, like was saying yesterday, just because you can respond or react doesn't mean that you have to. Not everything needs a response or a reaction. Learn how to keep your mouth shut. How hard is it? I don't care if you have to almost bite your tongue in half. Keep your damn mouth shut. Sometimes quietness is the best thing. If you just quiet down, things will chill out. Yes, silence speaks louder than words. Silence is golden. And eventually it will stop. You may think that, well, like you're saying, KFC, look, if you stop, then everything else will stop. Eventually, they're going to keep on going until they get a rise out of you. If they can get a rise out of you, that's what they wanted, and they've got you right there. They've got you right there. And you just have to, and I'm talking to you, I'm talking to everybody as a whole. We have to stop. There are some times when you just have to stop and listen and be still for a minute. Be still. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but be still means don't do nothing. Sometimes not doing anything is the best thing. We think that just because we have the right to defend ourselves, just because we can defend ourselves doesn't mean that we need to defend ourselves. Just because someone is saying something about us doesn't mean we have to defend ourselves. We don't have to react. Who gives a shit what they're saying? It's not true. Everyone listening to them, who cares if they believe it? It's only 45 freaking people. Who gives a shit what they believe? If you know that it's not true, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Yeah, stop, block, and roll on down the road. That's right. Yes, sometimes the best defense is nothing at all. See, that's the thing. I think it comes with age. I'm 49 years old. I wouldn't have been able to tell my 25-year-old self this for nothing. But I'm 49 years old now, and I just don't have time for all the drama. Look, guys, I've had enough death in my life to last me a lifetime. I have lost the closest people to me: my brother, my mother, my son, my grandson, my best friend. I've seen children die from cancer, 5 months old, a year old, 12 months old, 12 years old, 16 years old. I've seen it. I don't have time for it. All I have time for is living, and all the drama can go. Because when I'm dead and gone, ain't nobody going to care about the fucking drama. All they're going to care about is that they loved me and I was a great person. That's what they're going to care about. They're not going to think about, oh, do you remember she had all those problems? All those problems on YouTube. No, life is more than YouTube. Quit making everything about YouTube. And look, believe me, I know I have made YouTube a part of my life. It has gotten me up out of my bed. It has helped me bring me back to life. So I use it as a positive in my life. I will not let anyone take YouTube, me or anybody else, and make it a negative. If I am sitting on a panel and I don't like what's going on, ask Queen Indie Mom, I will drop down. I will disappear in a heartbeat. I don't have to say a word. I just disappear. Not everything deserves a response. Not everything deserves a reaction. Life is too short. Life is too short and it's too precious to be worried about what SG or SV or anybody else in these fucking YouTube streets thinks about you. They are not important to you. Your family is important to you. Your children are important to you. And all this blocking and stuff that goes around, quit. Blocking people personally. If you don't like somebody, just don't like them. My gosh, you don't have to be, I don't know. It's just so petty to me. Things just get so petty. And I don't have time for pettiness. It's not just the drama, it's just pettiness. I'm thinking about today how I'm going to buy butter and can butter so I could do a video. I'm not thinking about so and so said something about so and so last night. No, I'm not thinking about that shit because you know what? I don't care. If someone comes out saying something about my girl, Queen Indie Mom, first of all, number one, I know that my girl can take care of herself. Number one, let's just say that. Number two, I don't need to go and defend her. Her defense is herself and her character. She don't even have to defend herself. Her defense is her character already in these YouTube streets. Everyone knows Queen Indie Mom in these YouTube streets. You know her character. You know my character. You learn each other. Be a good person in the YouTube streets. Okay? Drive and maintain in your lane. There is too much pettiness that goes on in these YouTube streets, and it messes up friendships. Friendships that are being built are being messed up because of YouTube pettiness. And if you allow YouTube pettiness to come between you and a friend, then you are sadly mistaken. You are sadly mistaken because what you're missing out on is good. Have a good day, Debbie. Yes, Dagmar. And, that's the thing is that, you know, we have to protect ourselves. You have to protect your spirit. Your spirit takes in all of this stuff and it will make you sick physically. And if you don't believe me, I promise you, that is the truth. I promise you, if you let this shit get to you, it will physically make you sick. And nothing is worth that to me. Nothing is worth that to me. Yes, Dagmar, you are a great friend and a great person. Yes, Elmer. Oh, you're from Missouri too. Kaisa's from Missouri. Thank you, Dovey. Thank you, Dovey. Stress and hormones. That's right, hippie chick. There is so much stress on YouTube, y'all. I mean, I was sitting on a panel last night and it got a little, whatever, got a little hairy. But the thing is that I had personal things coming in too. That's when I was finding out that my dad was in the hospital And so I just dropped off the panel. I dropped off the panel and I went and spent time with my husband and I went to bed because sometimes you have to take a step back and you have to just get off of YouTube and revisit it the next morning or whenever you can. Mentally, we've got to protect ourselves mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Okay, guys? We have to protect ourselves. And no one else is going to protect you. When you're out driving in your car, you are in control of your car. You cannot direct and drive for everybody else and tell them how to drive their car in their YouTube streets. Do you understand? I hope this analogy is making sense because when I see it visually in my head. I can see this taking place, and I'm trying to describe to you what I'm seeing. But when you're in your car, you cannot help what the other driver is doing. Do you understand? So I just want to encourage everybody to be a good friend, set boundaries, learn how to be a good friend. Some of us have age and some of us want to help you be a good friend, but if you don't listen and if you don't take constructive criticism, then it's not going to turn out good. You're going to lose out on some really good friendships. Learn how to deal with your stuff personally. Yes, I can share with Indie Mom things that goes on, but I'm not going to sit here and vomit all of my problems out on out on Indie Mom's feet. Sorry, I'm sorry. Yes, Megan. Yes, yes. Yes, we have figured it out, Megan. We are taking over the world with friendship. Everybody, I just encourage you, be a good friend. Be a good listener. Ask how the person is doing. You know, when I call Indie Mom, my first thing I ask her is, "What's up, girl?" I call her and I have to hear her voice. "What's up, girl? Tell me what's going on." And she's the same way with me. Same way with me. Well, KFC, I have to say something about that. You said, okay, let me just read what you said. I can deal with personal stuff, but I just have to cut people off who pretend to be a genuine friend off of YouTube and then hang with people who attack me. Well, first of all, I don't think anyone is pretending to be genuine. I'm just going to say that right now. So I'm going to leave it at that. But, you know, sometimes we have to cut people off, and that's okay. If that's what you feel you need to do, you got to do it. I mean, some people you think may seem like they're pretending to be genuine, but maybe they really are being genuine and they're just trying to help you. I mean, I don't know the whole situation. I'm just going by what I'm reading you say. I just want to encourage you, though, that just because someone says something doesn't mean you're being attacked. Being attacked means something really big. Okay, what I'm saying? I mean, that's a big word. I know you haven't had the best things going on. I know that. But just remember that it's all about how you respond to it. And you can't expect everyone to cut off somebody just because you cut off somebody. That's not fair. That's not fair. Yeah, I mean, you know what? If you went over to Drones and told him how great he was, then I wouldn't care. I would just think that you were off your rocker. But the way I would see it is, go ahead, give it a try. I mean, you can't tell nobody where they can go and what they can't do. I cannot tell April if I don't like somebody. I can't tell April to not go over there. I'm not going to cut my friend off because she goes over and talks in a chat. That doesn't mean, and that's another thing people say, well, they're over there supporting that. No, they're not. Just because I'm in Bobble's chat chatting doesn't mean I support all the drama. It just means I'm there chatting, okay? We need to get this straight. That's not fair. Yeah. I see what you're saying. I just, maybe we could talk behind the scenes. I just don't feel like, you know, it's not fair for me to tell my friend where she can go and where she can't go just because I don't like somebody or someone said something about me. That's just because someone says something about me doesn't mean they're attacking me. That's not an attack to me. Yeah, I made a big mistake with him too, Janine. I will never go back to his channel, never. And I hope anyone that's over there listening never goes back to. But that's my opinion. Um, I don't support the drama, but I do chat in the chat, and people need to understand that there's a difference between supporting someone and chatting in a chat. If you're in there supporting them, you're going to talk shit also. I'm not in there talking shit, but if you're in a chat talking shit, then that's on you. Now, my question is have you been in any chat talking about someone? You know, and I'm not just saying that to KFC, I'm saying that to everybody. I mean, if you want to go over to drones, honey, shit, go ahead. The way I see it is, I'll tell you, well, if you won't listen to me, I don't know who you'll listen to, but, go ahead. And that's the way you should see it too. You should say, you know what? I don't agree with that person and I don't like to go over there, but you're more than welcome to. What are you afraid of? What are we afraid of? That why would I be so upset if April goes over and says something to somebody? I don't go and support Maddie and Gerald, but I bet some people on here do. Or maybe they go in their chat. But that doesn't mean I'm going to sit there and say, well, if you go in their chat, then I'm not going to be friends with you. No, that's not right. That's not right. That's taking it a little bit too far. And you might just miss out on having a good friend. Yeah. And I'm making a point. I'm making it, from my point of view, from my experience. Um, oh yeah, and thank you, Tiffany, for tagging me um, in that video because I want to show it to TC. I really want to show it to TC. I haven't listened to it yet. I saved it. I saved it so I could go back and listen to it because I felt, without even hearing it, I felt that it was something that would need for TC. So I really appreciate that, girl. I just encourage everybody, everybody's got to do their own thing. Okay, guys, everyone's got to do their own thing. All I'm trying to say is that don't let YouTube destroy what could be great friendships. Okay, guys? Don't let people or YouTube channels come between you. It's just too important. My friendship with my girls behind the scenes is very important to me. Yeah, just walk away. Just walk away. I'm trying to keep up with the chat, y'all. It's going fast. Yeah, let me just say this right now. If we have issues with someone in the chat, let's leave it out of the chat. Let's leave it for somewhere else besides the chat. I'd really appreciate that. If you got a problem with someone in the chat and you're both here in my chat, please be respectful and keep that out of the chat. You can talk about that on your own time. This is not the place. All I'm trying to do is give a little advice into how to maintain friendships. You don't have to get upset, KFC. Um, no one said that it was you. Okay, well, I love you too, Tiffany. I love you both, and I really wish that this wasn't happening. I didn't mean for it to turn into that. Um, anyway, moving on. Hey, Connie, I am going to email you today, Connie. I promise. Lord knows that I've been trying to go through and deal with all my personal stuff, so I will get to you today, sweetheart. I'm really sorry. Um, okay, guys, what time is it? 1:17. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to smoke another cigarette. Let's talk. Let's shut this down. Another thing that friends do, and that's spend time with each other. And it's good to spend time with each other. I had to recently tell my high school best friend to not come on my channel and be so defensive over me in my comments. He hates all the haters too. It's still a struggle with him. Yeah, I totally understand. Good morning, Lorena. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy you're here. Good morning. Yes. Hope you're doing well. You came in at the very end, but that's okay. We've been talking about friendship and how important it is, and we've been talking about friendship in the YouTube streets and um, yeah, how friendship really helps us through things. Um, I want to say that I'm sorry if I've stepped on anybody's toes. Um, I feel as if this chat is for us to personally grow. I don't feel that it should be used as a platform for you to take out your frustrations and say things uh, without saying names, but it's meaning towards someone else. That is not fair. I feel that if you have something to say, you need to be a grown woman and say it to another woman on the phone behind the scenes. This is not the place for it. So I will not apologize for saying that, if you can't maintain the chat rules and boundaries, then I would just ask that you back out and leave. I would encourage you to come back another time. Maybe then at that time you guys, can get along. Um, I'm not blaming one person over the other. I feel that each of you have a voice, but it's not going to be used here to tear each other down using my platform. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to allow it. I uphold boundaries and I uphold loyalty and friendship, and I am just not going to put up with it. Um, I love both of you. Both of you have a voice, but the voice isn't going to be used here to destroy each other. And I'm not saying that either one of you did that. I'm just saying that, um, if you've got something to say, let's say it to each other's face. Um, this is a positive channel. This is a support channel. Okay. We are here to support each other. And using veiled messages is not going to work. It's not going to work. I provide a safe place, a safe haven, and that's what I want it to be, guys. So I would ask that everybody in the chat remember that. Um, I appreciate every single one of you. I don't know who just sent me a Cash App. Whoever sent a Cash App, thank you so much for supporting me. I appreciate you. Everything that comes into this channel goes right back into the channel. It is the way that I operate, and it's the way that I run things. Um, I uphold this platform, uh, and God knows that I uphold it to Him. This is not just me up here preaching. This is not just me up here teaching. This is not just me up here with the message. God is a very, He is my influencer, and I listen to Him very, very closely. And so all I want is for everybody to kind of understand what friendship means and to grow in your friendships. I encourage you to grow in your friendships and love one another. Learn how to create healthy boundaries. There's nothing wrong with healthy boundaries. And we teach people how to treat us. We teach people how to treat us. If you allow someone to treat you in a bad way and you continue to let them do that, then they will continue. And there's no reason for you to fuss about it if you don't do nothing about it. Okay? So just remember, we teach people how to treat us. Tish, I'm so happy you're here. I don't know a whole lot about you or your story, but I would love, love, love to hear you um, talk about it. Maybe one day we can get together. Maybe you can email me behind the scenes and we can talk, and maybe you can come up and do an interview one day. I've got a couple of interviews that I'm trying to put together now. Um, I just had to respond in some emails. But I really enjoy having and interviewing people on the panel. So, yeah, yeah, Captain, let me say that. I encourage folks to not heavily debate in chat. Written chat isn't normal human interaction and doesn't help when there's a misunderstanding. Studies show it actually degrades the interaction. Very true. Very true, Captain. Um, Thank you, hippie chick. Yeah, I can probably be a little harsh sometimes. You did say kindly yet firmly, so I appreciate that. Oh, yes, Tish, email me, sweetheart. That would be great. That would be so much fun. Um, so anyway, guys, yeah, that's just, I've got to keep up with everybody. I hope I didn't offend anybody. Um, if I did, reach out to me and talk to me behind the scenes. Don't do it on here. I love everybody, and I'm gonna shut this down, y'all. I'm gonna go. I've got to send my husband to the store to buy some butter, And that way I can make a video canning butter and show you guys how to do that. So it's going to be a long video. So it will be coming up in the next couple of weeks. It'll take me a little time to get everything situated and get my jars ready and all that good stuff. And but it will be coming. Everyone, I want you to have a beautiful day. Um, I hope to see everyone tomorrow morning. Oh, you're highly offended, Megan. Oh, don't be easily offended. Don't be easily offended. Okay, everybody, much love. Let me get in here to this computer so I can shut this down. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for a great chat today. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for all your support. It means the world to me. This channel is really a God given thing, and it's a beautiful thing. Hey, Marianne Hope, you're coming in just at the end, dang it. Oh, Marianne, you can go back and watch the replay, though. I talk about friendship. Yeah. Thank you, Lorena. Thank you, Lorena. Yes, take care, everybody, and be kind to one another, you know?
Yes, be kind to one another, everybody. Everybody, enjoy your day. Honeybees out.